Source of love they radiate, one in a power cognized, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades flowing down the mountain, calling the children of my soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in her war. The solution lies in her war. Oh, my mother's Ephraina, harvest of wonderful blessing. Make yours, my son, a good Christian. Make yours, my son, a good Christian. Sweet is to feel God. I will follow your path, Father. Nobody's alone in life, and the scars of my destiny will be healed by your love. Disseminate wherever you are, glowing seeds of love, as our Master Jesus taught. As our Master Jesus taught. A raindrop fell on the floor, into a little stream it became. On a river again it transforms, and a sea will be on the end. Even seeds are also like that. It's the sweet fruit given by the tree. There's a goal in every good act. Good Jesus multiplies it to be the campaign created by Him. Now is spread for all crowds on earth, and the message He needed to bring, heading over became inconsolable. His gesture that brought us in here on the greatest confraternization. The campaign showed us the importance to turn love into action. Come and sing everybody in one single voice, and say thank you to Nivo to be here with us. We want you to know it was worthy, the lesson of perseverance, fidelity, of hands-on good labor, and fraternity.
Let's shine the light, this world is light up, the consoler to those lonely and afflicted, freedom to His style without knowing that live is to be part of a greater world. Spirit, His book is light, bright and shine, campaign of good, the front line, everywhere, Humberto de Campos, for us will care. From poor shacks to nations, leading hearts to liberation, they are Jesus' messengers, missionaries of the light in our lives. Spirit, His book is light, read and shine, convey our good,
Hello, dear friends. Tonight we'll be here studying together and learning about Jesus. Let me share my screen. So, before we start, I invite you to make a prayer with me. So, let's close our eyes. Think about Jesus, about his love. Let's imagine Jesus looking at us with that peaceful eye, bringing us his peace, his love. Dear Lord, inspire us with hope, faith, and charity. Stay with us during all this night. And bring us the most important thing, love. So be it. So, tonight we will study about obsession treatment. Let's remember that Jesus is with us all the time. I put my background on purpose because Jesus is really with us every time. We can never forget that. So, obsession treatments begin with Jesus. What we can see in this picture? We can see Jesus in the middle and see that Jesus is surrounded for many people, a man and a woman. And what the Bible said to us about the obsession treatments? Let's go see. There came also a multitude of the cities round and about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks, and them which were tormented by unclean spirits, and they were all healed. So all this group of people in here, they came close up to Jesus, looking for the cure for their problems, for their sickness, right? I always remember after any cure Jesus made, he said one phrase for everybody: your faith has made you well. So Jesus, he was the intermediate to bring faith, to bring cure. But the faith of that person, of that people, make them be healed. And tonight we have 2 things to learn. First is about obsessor and obsessed. So in this image, we can see a person receiving the passes. Here we have the medium, which will pass all the good blessings to this person. And right here in this shade, we can see a spirit which we cannot see. They are in a spiritual world and stay together with this woman. So now we want to learn about obsessor and obsessed. Obsessed, we can say, is the
woman here, and the obsessor is this jade. But you think this obsessor and say they're good, they're bad? Who are they? Look at them. The obsessor and obsessed are both sick in your spirit. So when you are passing for a process of obsession, we are sick. We need the assistance of the good spirits, of the Jesus. So in this obsession, the book, This Obsession by Sueli Caldas Schubert, she say, they are two creatures that start to live in a regimen of communion of thoughts and vibrations. So the obsession and the obsessor, they have a communing of thoughts. What does mean, Aline? What it does mean for us? We can think in a TV. Suppose I have a daughter or a son or a good friend came to my home and we love to watch fantasy. In that moment, if I invite my friend or my son or my daughter to watch the show about fantasy, we will be communing of thoughts and vibrations because both of us like the same thing. But if my husband or if our neighbor come and they don't like to watch fantasy, probably this person will not stay with us watching TV. They will start to watching, he will start to do other things, maybe cooking, or maybe listening songs, but you will not share the same thing because the thoughts, the thing he likes is not the same, right? So, in the spiritual, we can make analogy like a channel from the TV is the same, right? If I'm feeling sad, I have the tendency to bring or to attract the same spirits have the same sadness. If I'm happy, I will have the attraction to bring the spirit as you, bringing me more happiness. That is the why many times when we do a prayer together or when we do a prayer by ourselves, we feel so much peace because our thoughts, our vibration are exactly in that symphony, right? In that vibration. So it depends of me if I want to keep my vibration up or if I want to keep my vibration down. So obsession most of the time is our thoughts, right? With bad feelings, feelings of sickness, a feeling of not whole, a feeling of sadness, depression, anxiety. And if you want to be healed with that, Jesus already taught us a long time ago. What was that? Do you remember? Jesus said, your faith has made you well. So we have to learn with ourselves how we can change our thoughts. How can we change our vibrations? And to help us, we have the contribution of Spiritism. The Spiritism for sure can help us, right? And how? Let's go for the next and see. So, the Spiritism guides the treatment of obsessions. You guys remember the first image? Let me back here. What do we can see in here? We can see that the obsessor don't know it, a little bit lost, right? We don't know what he wants to do. And this, imagine, we can see a transformation. And when we learn how to improve ourselves, we not just help ourselves, but we also be an example to others. There must be a process of liberation, both for the obsessor and for its victim. Well, it's exactly what we were talking about before, right? If I want to be liberated from the process of obsession, I have to do something, not just go to the spirit center or right. I have my task to do, and for this, I have one method, which is a progressive clarification and convincing of both in the light of the Spiritist doctrine. Let's go see this image, this picture. First of all, we have a Jesus, our model or example of peace, of love, of forgiveness. And here we can tell we are probably in the Spirit Center, and we can see here the volunteers, right, who works at this place, the Spirit Center. We have here the good spirits, the spirits we cannot see, but they are with us, or guardian angels. Here we have the people to watch, to learn, to study together. And probably here we have all the spirits, these discarnate spirits, the spirits we cannot see, but they are there to learn, to study, right, and to grow too. And maybe some of them, they're obsessor. Some people up here can be passed for the process of obsession, right? They're not looking for the heal. Like in that time of Jesus, when the people go around Jesus from all the places looking for healed. It's the same for us. We always look for healed, for peace, for love, for hope. We have a big part to do, which is will. Will is so important when you want a transformation ourselves. And there's just in line there, and the obsession is obsession, and this obsession, the same book from Ulrich Schubert. And said it is an essential attribute of the spirit. The will imposes intimate discipline. It's the same, for example, if I want to lose weight. How can I lose weight if I'm still eating bad foods? If I'm still eating too much fried food, if I'm still eating... For me, have a transformation in my physical body to have a more healthy, right? What I have to do, I have to stop to eat which is not good for my body. If I have a high pressure, if I have a high diabetes, how can I change that? If I start to change what I eat, right? In the spirit is the same. I have to take care of everything I'm putting inside of me. I have to change my thoughts. I have to change everything I bring from me, like sadness. Oh, but means I cannot feel sad? It means I cannot feel angry? No. This is it's a human behavior. Like sometimes I feel sad, sometimes I feel angry. But if you feel this way, we need to try to understand why I'm feeling that way. I always have one phrase for myself, which is, there is any storm will stay forever. So for sure we will have in our lives storms. We will have a sunny days. So in our life is the same. We'll have the moments, the happiness. We'll have the moments of sadness, the frustration. But our will decide if I wanna look for that problem with the good eyes, or just keep with the sadness, with that desire to be, oh yes, because nobody loves me, or to say, yeah, I am really sick, I cannot do anything. We have to remember we have so much to do. If you look around us, we can see people suffering because they don't have what to eat. We can see people suffering because they don't have a home. We can see a child, they don't have a family, right? So we have it to be the feeling of gratitude that we really can change our lives. And here we're already talking about a lot about this. We have to change thoughts, right? To understand why I'm feeling sad. Try to understand why I'm feeling anger and frustration. And then with that feeling, get the good example we can get from that moment, from that feeling. If I have that feeling of frustration, let's learn with that frustration and change for the next time if you pass for the same situation. We have more knowledge, more baggage to pass for that problem. Obsession is a result of a long psychic relationship between two related spirits. So, the obsession with us, the result of what? Of me and somebody else, right? And they are committing the same thoughts. The first step is our will. I have to know myself. I have really to start to understand that I am responsible for my life. And like you already talked, right? First step is to change the direction of our thoughts. In this picture, we can see, right? This woman, she's thinking about sadness, about frustration, about sickness, about virus, about I don't have the money, about so many bad feelings, about bad thoughts. And his imagine what we can see. The same girl, right? And look here, look at the difference between this image and this image. And this second image, we can see she's thinking about Jesus, about her child, about learning something new, replace negative and disturbing thoughts by thoughts contrary to their inner state. Palini, I don't know if I'm able to do. No, you are able to do. You know why? You see here my background? Who's in here? Who's that person here? This person is Jesus. It's Jesus. And Jesus always says to us, you are able to do everything. But what we need to do? What I have to do? I need to have faith. Right? That's the way when Jesus heals so many people. It's because that people comes around Jesus have faith. So we need to have faith and believe that I will do it. I can do it. I can do everything. I'm able. So something we're talking about is the inner reformation. Obsession always stems from a moral imperfection. I can see the situation of something really bad and go that way, or I can see that situation as opportunity to learn and grow. When undecided about the value of your shares, reflect. Am I doing the other what I would like the other to do me? How would I like to be in the same situation? When I have the opportunity to see the pain of the other, I can also improve myself. What you disapprove in others, you should not adopt in your own behavior. So spiritual therapeutics, we have the medium procedures, which is the pass, right? Which is the transmission of force, physique, and spiritual, the comfort. So the pass is a really good tool which can also help us with obsession. Because this we're here, right? And this tonight, to learn, to try to reformation ourselves. The pass is a donation to the patient what the medium has passed, enriched with the fluids of a spiritual benefactor. And of course, we have the water. We need the water, right? It is the water that receives magnetic emanations from the higher spiritual plane and the physical plane. The prayer not only has the effect of invoking spiritual help, but also of exerting a positive action on those who pray. It's because this, when we pray, we feel peace, we feel love, patience. Prayer frees the addicted mind to capture, inspire energies. We have the public meetings, right? Every Tuesday, we have the study on Saturday. So, to conclude, we have in here our desire to change our will. And when we have a desire to change, we'll be able to change our thoughts. And then we have a start a big step for our inner reformation. But if I'm doing all this and change myself, I will be able to learn and to be a better person. Self-obsession is through will, change of thoughts, and inner reformation, right? And it's a reflection we have. It is natural that you respect, right? But you also need to participate in this help. Remember what Jesus said for everybody of the world. Your faith has made you well. We meditate on the generous effort of those that help us and know how to collaborate with them in our benefit. There is it. Our lesson today was for we learn that the obsessor and the obsession, they're both sick, but they are both can help themselves when they learn how to change their minds, then change their thoughts. And we have some tools which can help this obsession, which is a spiritual treatment, which is we learn. The key is ourselves, is our thoughts, is our feelings. And I hope everybody could understand a little bit. Before we go to the past, I will invite you to do one more time our prayer. Let's close our eyes. Think about Jesus one more time. Asking for him the strength to really find the will to improve ourselves. Dear Jesus, We're still so small. We're still child. And we are here to learn. We are here to prove ourselves. Please help us to change our thoughts when they are sad, to change our thoughts when they are frustrated, to change our thoughts when we are passing for so much angry. Help us to learn with all these feelings. Help us to follow your example. Help us to love more. Thank you, dear Lord, for every blessing you give for us every day. For home, for food. Stay with us tonight and every day. And so be it. Let's go still in peace in this moment, because we are able right now to receive our passes. And thank you one more time for this big opportunity to learn and stay tonight with you.
Let's now take a moment for meditation, to calm down and go inside ourselves. Before we start, make sure you have a bottle or a jar of water close to you, for you and your family. This water will be magnetized and blessed during the passes. Let's now silence our thoughts, preparing to receive the blessings of the passes. We begin the passes by breathing slowly and deeply, relaxing our body and our minds. Letting go of any worries, any thoughts, just for this moment. We raise our thoughts to Jesus by tuning in with the good spiritual friends, and we put ourselves in prayer. We ask God our Father for the presence of our guardian angels and all the friendly spirits by our side in this moment, asking them to assist all the homes that are being represented here. We ask God to allow us to receive His healing light, curing all physical ailments, stopping any action of infirmities through the vibrations of these beautiful golden rays of light throughout our being. We now proceed to the dispersion pass. Let's imagine a beautiful waterfall of crystal clear waters falling over us, full of blessings, involving our whole body, removing all negative energy, thoughts, and feelings, penetrating and involving our entire body, organs, cells, and our centers of force, restoring our energies, detaching ourselves from all hurt, all anger, any nervous tensions, any guilt, sadness, and frustration, afflictions, and anxieties. We allow the action of this cleansing by putting all of our difficulties and sensations in the hands of the emissaries of Christ. We feel ourselves spiritually clean. We feel these waters involving, in this moment, the entire environment of our home, opening the doors to cleanliness and releasing all feelings of selfishness and possession. May this water clean the spiritual environment of our home from all forms of ill thoughts and feelings that may bring disharmony to ourselves and our family members. Dear God, embrace our hearts, giving everyone good intuitions and freeing us all from evil. Thank you, dear God. We now proceed to the replenishing passes. Now, after cleaning, after feeling light and happy to be free, we start the strengthening phase, restoring all of our energies. we let the light of love fall upon us by rays of restoration of our whole entire being, helping us re-energize both morally and spiritually. We visualize the team of spiritual doctors around our physical and spiritual body in this moment. We now receive this beautiful light that provide beneficial and strengthening energies. You are receiving these energies through your breath, through the pores of your body, and through your mental thoughts. These energies are strengthening your immune system, restoring to balance all of your organic activities, bringing encouragement and well-being to your entire being. We now thank Jesus and the whole team of good spirits and ask them for this light of healing and blessings to be sent to all humanity, involving all the sick and distressed due to the trials of earth at this time. Let us unite our thoughts of love to be an instrument of support so that the good spirits can act on everyone who needs it at this moment. Passes in the name of Jesus. At this moment, we imagine the hospitals and everyone there receiving this healing support, the homes of the sick and those who remain silent, still feeding the actions of this disease. We know that God acts in all of us. May His will be done. You may now serve this water for you and your family today and during this week, keeping these rays of vibrations of light and love to continue to act on your mental and physical body.